no smoke inhalation in the esophagus or the lung tissue.
The investigation into an Albia fire takes a bizarre twist. New questions raised in the fire victim's death.
And the fair isn't the same for the family here at JR's, how they're remembering a life lost after a lost battle with cancer.
And we've got hotter temperatures coming our way this weekend. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit.
Okay.
And breaking a world record at the Iowa State Fair. We're literally seconds away from finding out. We'll let you know the result in just a few seconds.
KCCI 8 News at 6 starts now.
Well, we now know the name of the Albia woman found dead after a fire on the town square last month. Authorities say Kelly Cummings actually died of natural causes. KCCI's Marcus McIntosh went to Albia for more answers.
Kelly Cummings' body was found in her apartment in what is left of the R.O. Kramer building behind me on the town square here in Albia. The initial autopsy report indicates that Cummings passed away before the fire started.
There was no smoke inhalation in the esophagus or the lung tissue.
Monroe County Sheriff Joe Worth says those findings from the medical examiner led to the determination Cummings died before the fire.
A medical emergency is how they describe that.
He notes Cummings had pre-existing health issues. Information he says is backed by discussions with people who knew her and social media posts.
Several days leading up to the fire, she had made Facebook posts speaking with some of her friends. I know she had some prior health issues, some cardiac stuff.
Other questions may never be answered. Sheriff Worth says among them are the cause of the fire and where it started, based on the findings of the state fire marshal.
They're going to list that as a fire of unknown origin.
Likely due to the severity of damage to the building from the heat of the fire and the collapse of the building as a result of the July 14th fire. Sheriff Worth says the reason it took so long to publicly identify that Kelly Cummings was the victim was the fact she had a brother no one knew about who lived out of state, and they had to track him down and let him know what happened. In Albia, Marcus McIntosh, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Meantime, a Des Moines man is facing charges after police say he stole nearly $60,000 worth of electronics from Iowa State University. Police say Donovan Cirksena stole them from campus buildings to sell online. They say he made nearly $7,000 after several break-ins over the course of 9 months. He'll be in court later this month. New at 6, emergency response leaders say they're working to find more money to keep providing the same essential 911 service so many Iowans rely on. It comes as a new state law now lets the state Homeland Security Department to charge 911 centers fees for technology upgrades. The Iowa 911 Communication Council met today. State 911 Program Manager Blake DeRouchie called the revenue projection a mixed bag.
Overall, for the upcoming fiscal year, the amount that we project that we will be short has decreased by about $100,000. However, that shortfall will come into play with the first quarter of the fiscal year instead of the second quarter.
DeRouchie says projections for the first quarter of fiscal year 2026 show a shortfall of $685,000. KCCI told you emergency management leaders asked the governor to veto the 911 related fee from Senate File 659. Polk County will activate its extreme temperature plan tomorrow because of the sweltering heat. Feels like temperatures will soar into the triple digits. DART buses will offer free rides to cooling centers to places like the downtown Des Moines Library and the Pioneer Columbus Rec Center. Homeless shelters will also expand their capacity to keep people out of the heat. KCCI's meteorologist Ann Campolongo is tracking this warm up for us tonight. Hi, Ann.
Yeah, we've got hotter weather, as we talked about, coming our way through the next couple of days. Tonight, not terrible out there. Temperatures right now in the low 80s. Feels more like the mid 80s currently over at the fairgrounds. Dew points are climbing, so will our temperatures. Dew points sitting in the upper 60s. So we've got the humidity inching back. We've got Def Leppard going on at the grandstand tonight. Temperatures not too bad if you're headed out there for the show this evening. We're hanging in the mid 70s through about 9 o'clock, mostly clear skies. Temperature wise, mid 80s on the map, or I should say this is our heat index. So what it feels like outside feels like the mid 80s, feels like closer to 90 down towards Clarinda into southern portions of the state. These numbers will get a lot hotter as we head through the day tomorrow. We've got quiet conditions here on Super Doppler 8 for central Iowa. We'll keep it dry tonight. More changes coming for the next couple of days. That'll be up in your full forecast.
And thank you. Just 3 days are left of the Iowa State Fair. This is a live look from the Wren Concourse this evening. Our State Fair team coverage continues. KCCI's Nicole Tam is following a world record attempt for us. But first, we want to start with KCCI's Bo Bowman. And Bo, a popular food vendor is mourning the passing of one of their young employees.
Yeah, Jody, when you work down here at the fair all day, every day through the heat and all the busy lines, you really do get a sense of family among your coworkers. And here at JR's, the loss of one of them is a tough pill to swallow.
Here you go.
Working at the fair is no small task.
Can I get rocket with him?
But doing it next to someone you care about makes the long days go quick. That's why losing a member of your fair family cuts deep.
Riley Eldridge was a two-time ranch hand here at JR South Fork Ranch.
And it cuts even deeper for JR's owner, Brooks Reynolds.
Her mom is my first cousin.
Riley worked at the Can Corral in her time at JR's, serving up cold drinks to fairgoers, always with a smile. But earlier this year, it became clear she wouldn't be able to come back.
In February, we found out she had ovarian cancer, and sadly she passed away a week ago.
According to the Ovarian Cancer Research Alliance, ovarian cancer is rare in women under the age of 40. Riley was 22.
Riley is my second cousin on my dad's side.
That hits home for one of the younger Reynolds, Riley's cousin, Caroline.
As just like a girl too, you don't usually get tested for ovarian cancer when you're 20 years old. So it's very scary.
Employees are wearing pink ribbons over hearts that are hurt, but still full of memories they have of Riley. And every time they walk by her post at the Can Corral, they'll remember the fun times. And they'll remember Riley, too.
Hopefully we can, honor her memory as long as we're here at JR South Fork Ranch.
So you can see Riley's tribute right there in the window here at JR's. It's going to stay there the rest of the fair as a tribute to her. Next year, Brooks says they're going to remodel the Can Corral, renamed after Riley in her honor. We're live at the Iowa State Fair. Bo Bowman, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Bo, that is a beautiful way to remember such a special person over at JR's. Thank you. We are out here right now at the Elwell Family Park, and as you see behind me, there are a lot of people exiting because as we've been following all afternoon, they are trying to break a world record, and they've done it. 1,380 people showed up to these stands right here, and now they're trying to leave. I'm so grateful to Noelle right here. Say hello to KCCI. Noelle here is making sure no one bumps into me, but we did break that record here. It's part of the Iowa Lottery's 40th anniversary. Very special afternoon. It took a while because so many people were lining up outside those gates trying to get in. So I'm going to get out of the way and just show you one more time. People actually won money as well because at the end they did 3 drawings. One lucky person from Des Moines went home with $40,000 and 2 people went home with $4,000. So a lot of excited folks exiting Elwell Family Park right now after that world record attempt. Happy to report that they were successful. Iowa now holds that record for the most simultaneously scratched lottery tickets right here. And as you know, the Iowa Lottery also benefits state programs as well, so for a good deed there. So I'm going to get back into frame here if you folks don't mind. I'm sorry, we're on TV here. So as everyone's exiting, they're very excited. So that's the attempt here. Again, they did do it, so very exciting. But the fair, all the fun happens across the fairgrounds, not just right here at Elwell Family Park, over by Many Hands, by the other main entrance there. That's one of those things that little kids can do and get a taste of what it's like to be a farmer. farmers. So how that works, Little Hands on a Farm, it is a free exhibit that lets kids step into a farmer's boots. They can also gather things like apples, eggs while making their way through gardens, barns, and a tractor shed. The kids can also trade their goods in for a Little Hands dollar to spend on treats like fruit, granola bars, or even an ice cream sandwich, so a well-deserved treat after learning all about farming. Organizers say that the exhibit is not just for kids, but also teens and adults can learn as well.
So we have 3 shifts of volunteers that come in, and they're from all aspects. We get 4-H groups, FFA, Casey's, Wells Fargo, lots of different organizations that come in to give back to the community, and we can't run without them.
Yeah, when you're out there, you see a lot of volunteer shirts there. It's a little too late to help out this year, but Monica says you can still stop by to see her, or you can go online to volunteer for Little Hands on the Farm at the next state fair. Still ahead, a state fair champ is back to defend his title. KCCI's Julie Long did introduce you to Zach Lucas last year. I don't know if you remember, this was a viral moment at that pie eating contest. He stole our hearts, and we'll be catching up with him in just a few moments to see how he did in just a few minutes. But for now, Jody, I think a fair way to celebrate this Iowa State Fair record here is with some popcorn. So I'm going to eat that while you go through some news of the day.
Oh, so exciting. We did it. We are in the record books. Nicole, thank you. We'll check back in with you soon. New at 6, a bipartisan bill expanding housing options in rural towns. Republican Iowa Congressman Zach Nunn announced the bill today here in Des Moines. Nunn introduced this bill alongside Missouri Democrat Emanuel Cleaver. Nunn says limited housing supply in rural areas is a real challenge for Iowans who need affordable housing. He hopes this bill will help Iowans stay in the places they want to call home.
These things all work to ensure that small town Iowa, and candidly, the heartland of America, wherever that may be, coast to coast, continues to keep these communities strong.
Nunn's office says a version of this bill has already advanced out of a U.S. Senate committee.
I'm still trying to break a record in eating popcorn, but still ahead here from the Iowa State Fair. The champs will be doing it. Last year's pie eating champ back to defend his title today. We'll tell you how he did coming up.
Plus, practice makes perfect. The Cyclone Marching Band is preparing for their performance overseas. Why every step matters before this big game.
And those hotter temperatures right around the corner. We'll let you know how hot it feels by this time tomorrow afternoon. That's coming up.
This is Iowa's news leader, KCCI 8 News at 6.
Welcome back to the Iowa State Fair. Last year, if you remember, a young Iowan stole all of our hearts in a pie eating contest, and today he came back to defend his title.
3, 2, 1, go!
There he goes. Zach Lucas diving face first into a chocolate pie. This year he took home 3rd place. KCCI's Bo Bowman did catch up with him as he got cleaned up. Take a listen.
Have you been kind of famous this last year?
Yeah.
What do all your friends say about the video from last year?
I don't know.
No one comes up and says, "Are you the pie kid?"
So, 4 people this year, yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, looks like Zach's a little more shy this year, but still so adorable. He also told Bo that his favorite part is getting to eat the pie for free. Who doesn't like free pie? He says his favorite kind of pie is French silk. That sounds good. No word yet if he'll be coming back next year to reclaim his title, but we sure will be watching and cheering him on because he is so adorable, and we hope that he'll win 1st place once again next year. And we know we are way past the halfway point of the Iowa State Fair this year, but it's just so much fun out here. We have so much more fun for you coming up tomorrow and throughout the weekend. Make sure you have our free KCCI mobile app to find that fair guide. You can also find it on our website. You can find out who's performing on the grandstand, what fair foods to try, contests, and everything that you don't want to miss. You can find that by typing in Guide to the Iowa State Fair on our KCCI platforms. That's it from us here at the Iowa State Fair today. It's been fun to break a world record, Jody, but we do want to get things back to you for the news of the day.
Yeah, the State Fair never disappoints. Thanks so much, Nicole, for your efforts today. Talking sports now, Iowa State's football team is not the only ones getting ready for the first game of the season in Ireland. Oh yeah, you are watching 100 of Iowa State's best marching band members practice. They'll perform when Iowa State faces Kansas State in Dublin. They'll be performing alongside K-State's marching band during the halftime show. Band leaders say they only have 2 chances to practice that routine together with Kansas State before the game, so practicing it now alone is crucial.
We really got to make it work. So fortunately, we've chosen our 100 best students. They've chosen their 100 best students. And we recognize it's a bit of a time crunch, but these people are experts at what they do and we trust them implicitly. So I really think it's going to be an awesome show for the fans that are over in Dublin.
Students came back early from summer break to get ready for this performance. You're seeing them practice their pregame show routine right here. The band leaves for Dublin on Wednesday. Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley says farmers are doing their part to help keep nitrates out of Iowans' drinking water. KCCI caught up with the Republican senator as he met with employees at TNT Industries in Audubon. We asked him if more can be done to protect Iowa's drinking water. This all comes after Central Iowa was under a lawn watering ban for nearly 2 months because of high nitrate levels in our main water sources. KCCI told you a study by Polk County suggests farm pollution poses a risk to the water supply. He says there are already processes in place encouraging farmers to prevent chemical runoff.
I think farmers have done very well by increase or more careful use of chemicals and fertilizers.
He says Iowa was praised for its plan to protect and clean up Iowa's waterways in the last decade. He says encouraging the use of grass waterways and establishing more wetlands could be another part of the solution. All right, we are turning over to you, Ann, for another check of the forecast. We've been talking about just how hot it's going to be. Things already increasing in temperature this evening.
Yeah, and we still have some sunshine out there, so kind of a nice night, especially if you have time to enjoy after work. Not bad. A little bit mix of clouds and sun there. Temperatures are in the low 80s. Dew points already going up, though. Upper 60s is where we sit currently. So humidity will be back. Feels like the mid 80s out there, and our temperatures and humidity get a whole lot higher here as we head into the day on Friday. We've got a heat advisory for tomorrow afternoon starting at 1 o'clock across southwestern and southern Iowa. Otherwise, the rest of tonight should stay quiet. We've got a few showers just popping up here into northeast Iowa. That's about it as we go into your Thursday evening. I think most of us stay dry. We're still rain free. Just a few clouds here across downtown in the metro area. Next 12 hours look like this. The skies will stay mostly clear. By early tomorrow morning, we'll drop back into the upper 60s under a mix of clouds and a mostly clear sky. But the heat index will also get a lot higher here tomorrow. This is what it likely will feel like by tomorrow evening, right around dinner time. This is 6 p.m. Feeling like anywhere from 100 maybe to 105 through Friday afternoon. Saturday just as hot, if not a little bit hotter. Some places may be feeling like 105 to 110 by Saturday afternoon. And even if you're out later in the evening after sunset Saturday, this is 8 o'clock. It's still feeling like the lower triple digits out there across central portions of the state. So here's what it looks like. Again, we'll keep it quiet here this evening, I think, for the majority of us. Overnight, a few clouds pushing in, but by tomorrow we're back to a mix of sun and clouds here throughout the day on Friday, and then through Friday afternoon should stay dry, just hot and muggy out there as we head closer into this upcoming weekend here with a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day on Saturday. So tonight, upper 60s. Tomorrow's forecast will put us back closer to that 90-degree mark with a mix of sun and clouds here tomorrow as well. Feeling more like the triple digits, especially Saturday and Sunday for central Iowa. High temperatures will stay in the 90s through probably Monday of next week. A few storm chances there on Monday. Otherwise, near 90 on Tuesday. We'll stay back into the mid 80s there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week.
Here's Shannon Earhart with KCCI 8 Sports, powered by Carl's Auto Group.
If you look at recent history, you'll find that Drake knows how to win. The Dogs are looking to win their 3rd straight conference title under new head coach Joe Woodley. He's brought 10 new coaches on board, and Woodley himself just recently won an NAIA national championship, going undefeated with Grandview. The veteran players say the culture hasn't changed. The biggest theme from today's media availability was increased physicality.
That's how it should be. If fall camp is easy, you're doing something wrong. So But I'm fully confident in what this team's going to be able to accomplish up front.
It's something I believe in, and just trying to simulate what you're going to see on game day to the best of your ability.
The scheme this year is obviously a lot different. The size of our players has gotten a little bigger. Yeah, I think just physical, violent, 100% effort, and being smart is a little bit different.
We are 9 days away from college football, and better yet, Farmageddon in Ireland. The Cyclones have no choice but to hit the ground running as they play 2 rivalry games in 3 weeks. Well, it's been a year since Cyhawk. K-State was Iowa State's last regular season game, and if you remember, that win helped the Cyclones to its first 10-win season.
All that stuff is kind of still fresh in my notes. I have my notebooks from last season in my room right now, just looking over those, see if it's the same kind of things that we're going over right now. And I think that's good for all of us to know, is that we did play this game not too long ago, and it's going to be good for us to play them again and right away.
Rocco Becht is up for the Manning Award given to the best quarterback in college football. He's thrown a touchdown in 18 straight games, which is the country's longest active streak. Rocco Becht is one of 27 players on that watch list. Owen Casey has been slugging homers for the Iowa Cubs all season. It felt inevitable he'd make it to the big club. Now on your right, you see Casey when he was about 16 years old in his hometown of Toronto at Rogers Center, home of the Blue Jays. And Thursday, today, the 23-year-old, the Canadian, got the call and made his major league debut in Toronto, which is only an hour from his hometown. Casey was the DH, his very first at-bat, facing future Hall of Famer Max Scherzer. He roped one to the gap, and he was robbed. What a catch by Toronto's Davis Schneider. Watch it again. Dang, that's up for catch of the year as well. Casey wound up going 0 for 4 with a strikeout, but he'll get his chances the rest of the way. Bottom of the 7th here. Cubs led 1-0. Vlad Guerrero Jr. bashes that out of here. That gave the lead to the Jays. Toronto only had 3 hits all days, but the Cubs would win it 2-1. Chicago is back home tomorrow to start a series with Pittsburgh. You guys, great for Owen Casey. He spent so much time down here in Des Moines for Iowa, so it was good to see him get his debut and in his hometown. It's just such a feel-good story.
Absolutely, and as a parent, I'd be like, oh my gosh, there he is, like doing his thing in his hometown.
I'm sure he had plenty of family and friends there.
Yeah.
We should do a follow-up.
We should. All right, Ann, checking in with you one last time for a look at the forecast. Things heating up.
Getting a little bit hotter tomorrow. I think we'll be back to the 90s here by Friday afternoon. Mid-90s Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday will stay in the 90s as well. But the heat this weekend could be dangerous for some. Keep that in mind, especially Saturday and Sunday. It'll be feeling like anywhere from 100 to 105 here through the weekend.
Yeah, cooling centers already opened up in Polk County right now. There are some places to stay cool at the fair as well. Thanks for joining us.